Hello everybody, welcome back to my Dark Souls Remastered run through. Alright, last time I kinda admit was underwhelming. I only beat one boss. Technicality if you count two, because I did beat Havel. However, this episode I plan and I can almost guarantee the defeat of two bosses. First off, say hello to the blacksmith again. And run like heck, because I gotta come back and kill this guy later. I cannot feasibly kill him right now. I mean, I could, but I do not think I have the skills to do so. Also, you remember those black fire bombs earlier that I mentioned would come in use at some point? Welcome to the spot I'm going to need them. Probably also need to equip the regular fire bombs while I'm here. Because we need something from this area. Yeah, if you noticed, everything here is an int, or a tree person, so yeah, fire is your best weapon. If I'd started off with a pyromancer, I'd be chucking fireballs and killing these things instantaneously, but work with what you got, black firebombs do just as well. Oh, also before I go down and try to kill that thing, well, go kill the boss I'm going for, I gotta make a little detour, get a little friend of ours. Now, dexterity builds require a lot of stamina. Almost anybody who's played this game will tell you that. Well, if I'm going for stamina, there's a very specific thing I'm looking for. Also, dang it, I missed. I'll come back for it later, that's not my target. Although there is one thing I can get while I'm here that'll also be useful for a dexterity build. There it is, the longbow. If you're wondering why I choose the longbow over the short bow, well, better damage. Can I use it? Yes, I can. Awesome. Also, probably a good idea to equip the arrows. That'll come in handy later. But for right now, back loop this way, because that way, unless you're prepared, is death. I am not prepared for it. I'm at least going to get my weapon of choice before I step down there. Now you see that little sparkle right there? That's what we're going for. However, it is guarded by this guy. Ooh, I forgot he was on that part of the ramp instead of the one I was going for. Estus flask ready. Meet the Forest Guardian Halberd Knight. Oh, crap. Yeah, the bloodstains here are kind of given because this guy hits hard. Thankfully, I upgraded my katana pretty well, so I'm at least set to mostly do damage. Also, using the slope helps. Ooh, Halberd Knights hit hard. Ooh, sorry if I sound bad, my sinuses have been killing me recently. Ooh, the Black Knight shield. Again, that shield will be useful later if I ever need some heavy defense, but the shield I need right now, there it is, the Grass Crest shield. Now this shield has a very unique effect, other than it has some pretty good defense. You'll notice up there by my health bar, 3 lines going up and down, well, going up. That is an increase to how fast my stamina recharges. There are only 2 items in the game that do that. Well, technically 3, but the third one's kind of it's more of a fluke. It does it, but it's not that well. Plus, it's only limited, where the other 2 are constant recharging of your stamina. But to give you the layman's terms, the Grass Crest Shield and the Chloranthy Ring. I will not. Well, I may go for the Chloranthy Ring, but that depends. It depends on how much I'm going to be dumping into my dexterity. Not dexterity, endurance. Because right now, with the Grass Crest Shield, my stamina recharges absolutely insane. Which is great. Because where I'm going through, stamina is going to be my best friend. Because everything here is a stamina battle. And yeet! Dadgummit, the curse of Dark Souls. Thigh gaps. There we go. And because you're in the ground... Oops. Aim's off. There it is. Get you before you can get up. I ain't getting jumped from behind. Now then. Grab this while I'm here. Not worth it, but I mean, might as well grab it while I'm here. Now then, I have 4 firebombs and 1 black firebomb. Yeah. Not my best go, but take what you can get. And might as well light this for later. I will need this if I ever have to grind souls. Because that door right there hides one of the best grinding spots for souls. Early game grinding spots for souls. Also, you see that right there? That is a trap. However, you can bait that trap. With a good, well-placed firebomb. And then immediately hack and slashing. Then you pillage those souls. Now, I will give you this warning now. The next time you come through here, they will already be active. So they will jump you. But, for now, that's not the issue. Get where I can see. Huh. Yeah, that's still gonna be a pain in the neck. But, as anyone knows, fire beats tree. I'll come back for that in a minute. First off, we gotta deal with frickin' pain in the neck. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh, I got out of range. Woo! Oh crap! I did not realize that was a ranged effect. Well, that was a lingering effect. Crap, crap, crap. Oh, I did not know that was within range of a certain thing. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. Best way I know how to defeat these guys, just stay behind them. They have a very slow turning radius. You can stay behind them, they cannot hit you. Then you just hack and slash them to death. You can get that armor later, and if you're running a really heavy build, I'd recommend it. But for the moment, I would not recommend it. Now I'm going to bait these guys one at a time, because that armor right up there is going to be great. At least for what I'm using right now. Oh yeah, be warned, these guys have a grab attack that will ruin your day if you're not careful. That's why I know how to put it. Block the ranged attacks, avoid the grab, and bait and kill as you need to. And that purple moss right there will be a saving grace later. Ah crap, I baited the big guy too early. I was just trying to bait you, but I can outrun the big guy. He moves super slow. Let's get rid of you. Ooh! I forgot you... oh no. So, my advice, whenever you're within range and have to block an attack, use your shield. At least till that ring wears off. Because there is no way to survive an attack straight on. Because that hits way too hard. And this is an early game area, mind you. Most people come here anyways, because there's an item that will come of use. Oh! Thankfully, they're not the smartest of enemies. Whew. There's them. And before I get jumped from behind by another int, I'm going to be smart and take you out of the picture. Yeah, most people will not have noticed that. That will attack you. And those things right there will come in use later. If you so choose to go the route I'm going, because that will also get you a pretty good pyromancy. I'm going to kill this one. Not get another egg, but oh well. Now I'm going to bait these two out individually, because if I don't, this is going to be a problem. Because there's 3 more of these things I need to kill. 1 for the armor, and 2 for the entryway. I'm going to get the entryway ones first. Whoo! Stone Great Shield. That right there is a rare drop. And is almost your best friend when you don't want to take any form of physical damage. As I mentioned, if you can strafe them, these things are literally no threat. But if you can't strafe them, which I can't right now because of that ring, your shield is going to save you in the long run. Ooh. Ooh. I am still sorry about my sinuses. I have to clear my throat or I can't speak. There's one more other than you. Where's the other one? There's one... they're close by to each other. That's why I couldn't tell where the other one was. So I'm going to back up. I've baited the first one. And now that he's wasted his shot... Oh. Blood red moss. That can be useful, but I wouldn't say it is useful. Ah, crap. Backing up, way up. Shield! Oh, I was out of stam. Oh! I need that ring to fade now. Yeah, coming in here with a lot of Estus is a great idea. Which, seeing as I can actually come up in here if I wanted to burn the humanity with up to 20 Estus, if I wanted to, is not bad. Much better. Now then, the moment I've been waiting for. Good armor. The Elite Knight Armor set. This is not the armor I'm going to be using for the whole game, but it gives me a good chunk of defense. Which is kind of what I need right now. Also, for those of you who don't know, if you come here with humanity, you can call upon Witch Beatrice. Which there's only 2 bosses you can call upon her to help you with. If you so do so, and she survives both of them, you can actually get her gear. For spellcasters, her gear is incredible. Or is incredible for mid-game. Late game, there is actually some better spellcasting stuff. Ooh, yeah. Bad idea to look at yourself through the fog wall. That will give you a headache. This is why she's useful. She spellcasts, which for a boss that requires long-range attacking to do damage to, is incredible. Another good use of the Grass Crest Shield is it blocks spellcasting damage pretty well. And the Moonlight Butterfly just doesn't do a lot of damage, so I wouldn't really worry about it. At this point, you can just let Beatrice do her job. And it's dead. Thank you, Beatrice. Now, you notice we finally got a soul with a name to it. The Moonlight Butterfly soul. Yes, certain bosses will drop specialty souls. That is a given. That is something that is also very, very, very useful for later knowledge. However, seeing as the only weapon I'm going to need requires only one soul... No, not drop. No. Use. Good lord. You would think I haven't played this game before. You can also do this. And burn it for more souls. For a boss like the Moonlight Butterfly, her souls are not worth a lot. Watchtower basement key. Yeah, the key we used the master key for earlier, yeah, that's this key. But that's what we're here for. The Divine Ember. Now I know what you're thinking. Couldn't you just homeward bone back to the bonfire at the blacksmith and just get moving? Yes. But there's a little detour I'd like to make. And, oh boy, I did realize that my endurance is not high enough yet. So I'm going to downgrade to the Wanderer's Coat. Gives me at least some decent dodge rolling, which I am going to need. Hold up, hold up. Ooh. Again, you have to enjoy the beauty of how they built this game. I know it's an old game, but... Whew. It's just beautiful. I mean, the only thing I can really say that's... I'm not a fan of jokes, but this is one that's got to be made. This is a seriously beautiful night in the woods. Any of you who get that reference know of a really good game, which I really would like to play, but I haven't had time to get a hold of a copy of it. But, move out of the way. Oh yeah, that's another thing you'll enjoy about this game. Ragdoll physics. But... remember that tree I said we'd come back to later? Well, by Jove, we're coming back to it. Because there is something here that could be of use. First off, let's kill the frog. The salamander thing. Which for me only takes 2 swings. The green blossom. Remember that item I said was only temporary but would also increase your stamina recharge? Yeah, that's it. And another living tree. Blocks our path from where we need to go. Hold on. Sometimes you gotta kill an enemy with 2 hands. You also notice that with 2 hands, some of your weapons will have different moves. Keep tabs on what move does, well, what style does what. Oh, good lord, my voice is horrible today. I should not be recording with sinuses like this. But I wanted to record. Now, do not go to that corner just yet. We're going to trigger something else beforehand. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of these things before I deal with Big Bad and Stony. Why? Because Big Bad and Stony over there will still hurt like the devil. That, and there's 3 of these things, and I'd rather deal with them... Ow. Ow! I'd rather deal with them and not get pop shot in the back while dealing with the big guy. Another green blossom. Did he seriously just go off the edge? Whatever, I'll deal with it later. Yeah, I'd like to deal with this one first. For a very specific reason. Other than that... Ooh. If you go up the stairs before you take care of him, he will jump you from behind. And then you got to deal with 2 of these things. There is also a chance that they will drop that sword. Now, for heavy weapon players, early game, that sword and that shield are incredible. I won't beat around the bush. If you can get those early game, other than the Black Knight set, which you could get their sword and shield, you're set for a while. That just does not take damage and dishes out a lot of damage. So if you can get it, or even just farm for it, I would recommend it. I'm not going to need it because I'm using a much lighter build. However, what I came here for, the Wolf's Ring. Now, what does the Wolf's Ring do? I'll explain. It boosts your poise. What is poise? Well, that's the ability to be knocked over. Whew. And with higher poise means it's harder to get knocked over. Certain bosses thrive on you getting knocked down and then beating the crap out of you. So, in all advice, it's not a bad idea to boost your poise at any point. Heavier armor has better poise. Lighter armor has less poise. Right now, the armor I have is kind of a medium poise, because it's not the heaviest armor you can wear, but it's not the lightest either. Oh god, I forgot this guy's here. So, as advised earlier, until you are ready, run. He will shoot lightning at you, which with the armor I have right now, it'll do damage, but it won't kill me. Hey big guy, I need to buy some things. And give you this. Yes, if you notice, we just gave him the Divine Ember. Why? Well, he can turn my weapons into a divine weapon. Which will come in use later. Also, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. Reinforced weapons. The scimitar. Remember how I mentioned I'm going to be needing that scimitar later? Well, I need to get it to plus 10. Reinforced armor. I could reinforce my armor. I'm not going to, though. At least not yet. I may need it later, but not at the moment. I will buy the weaponsmith box and the armorsmith box. The Crest of Artorias I will come back for later. That right there will be important. Actually, it's mandatory at this point. You need that. Now, we've defeated one boss, and I know what you're thinking. Where's the second boss? Well, after I do this, dump some into it, 2 points into endurance, we're heading there now. I needed some more stamina, because this boss is a slog. And by slog, I mean, well, it's 2 bosses in one. But to get to it, it is a dadgum fight for survival. However, I've got to do one more thing beforehand. Let's clear these guys out first, because they're just in my way. Oh, you survived. Alright, I'll give you that. Now, you remember how I said you can backtrack that way for something very important? Yeah, we've got to do that real quick. Hollow soldier armor. Let's see. Sorry, I just got to check where that's at. Ah, that's where it's at. Sorry. I have a couple notes on my phone where certain items I need are at. Just keeps me in line. Let's deal with this guy real quick. Which also, there's a trick to this. If you barely press up on your thumbstick, you notice how I'm moving a lot slower. Then, yeah! One shot. Deals with some enemies so much easier. Kick you, and slash. Sometimes you gotta take the easy route. Sometimes you just gotta know what you're doing. And other times you just gotta combine it all into just killing something. Another case of just slow and creeping. Now another early game shield that's pretty good is past this guy. Which is why I'm going to kill him and collect it real quick, because it's also worth a lot of souls. You'll see why that's important later. But first, the Knight Shield. And another thing I'm going to do, because I feel like it, is a little bit of revenge. No. I can't aim low enough. Oh well. Actually, not oh well. I can get payback still. I can't kill him. But I'm going to enter through this fog in reverse. Some of you may be asking why. Yeah, liar ahead. Everyone says there's a hidden path there. Don't believe it. Ooh, 2 for 1 on plunging attacks. One. Have to really line some of these up. 2. And 3. Kill those guys off. And bingo, the mystery key. That will be of importance. However, before I use a homeward bone, I'm going to get one more thing while I'm here. Which takes a little bit of parkour. And by parkour, I mean some serious balance. Don't worry if you fall once, that table will break your fall the first time. Yeah, you will learn certain falls can be made survivable by using the environment. However, homeward bone. Because I'm not running all the way back. Yeah, sometimes being lazy pays off. Rest at the bonfire. I do not have enough souls. Or do I? Let me check. Large soul of a proud knight. There we go. Now, I am going to dump one more into endurance. Better armor load and better, well, stamina. Just always a good thing to have. Speaking of, I think I can upgrade to the elite knight armor set now. Oh yeah, much better. However, nice to talk to you again, buddy. I do need something. A lot of something. Now I know what you're wondering. Why do I need those large arrows? Well, I'll show you. Because up ahead, those arrows will be your best friend. Because if not, you are going to be fighting through an absolute crap storm of enemies. However, those enemies will be buffed if you don't take out the channeler. What's a channeler, you may ask? Something that makes them stronger and can cast spells at you that early on will kill you. Yeah, even with the armor I've seen them actually kill me in one shot. If you are just not cracked on health, those things are dangerous and will kill you pretty quickly. Now, if I'm lucky, a few of these hollowed soldiers will also drop Titanite shards, which is what I'm hoping for, but I'm not getting my hope up. It's a rare drop. Ooh, longsword. That can come in handy later too. However, what I'm going to need is to angle myself just right. Oh, I'm trying to make sure I don't trigger that guy as well. Ah, crap, I triggered him. Now this guy, he moves quick. But at the same time, he swings so slow. Again, your best bet with some of these big guys, just get behind them. This is why I also upped my defense. Titanite Shard. I forgot he drops a guaranteed. He does not respawn, although there is one that will respawn later. Now what am I doing here? See that thing right there in the middle? That's a channeler. That thing is a pain in the neck. And my aim is absolute garbage. Oh! His range is absolutely crazy. Oh crap, I got invaded. I actually hit him with an arrow. Where did he go? Invaders. That's a problem. Oh, but he seems friendly. Oh crap, poison fog. He waited for me to emote. Alright, buddy. You want to be... Ah, crap. Oh, hold up. Let me clear you out real quick, you pain in the neck. Okay. This one seems a little bit more respectable. He actually wants to be an honor duel. Ah, crap. Yeah, that right there. You gotta know your opponents. I should have just bolted him with some arrows. I played into his hand, I won't lie. That was my fault. So let's reverse hollowing, get my souls back, and try this again. Who uses a crystal greatsword? Sorry, just a thought on the back of my mind there. But let's deal with this the way I know how. With extreme violence, power, and overwhelming your enemy. Dead. So let's kill you. Get my souls back. And get back over here. And the channeler's dead. That right there will solve a lot of issues. Now, you see that right there? We will need to activate that later. Because I need it for the downward spiral. First off, let's kill you. Now, you remember when I said there's an absolute cluster of enemies up here? Yeah. I'm going to try to bait those out one at a time, because if I don't, this is going to get ugly. Yeah. I have to really angle some of these. Because hitboxes are kind of also very janky in this game. I guess I gotta do this the old way. Bait him to chase me, and then run backwards. Thrusting attacks right here will be your best friend. I do not recommend trying to face all these at once. This is literally only because I don't have a choice, and especially if you don't have if you don't take out that channeler, all these guys hit a lot harder. But I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Now, that's one I don't get, because if you notice that noise in the background, you heard a lot of thud, 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 like someone was walking up there. The boss does not walk until you get there. Actually, they don't even show up till you get there. Let's get rid of you, because you're a problem. Also, I'll need that in a second. Now, you are going to meet, well, the second biggest scumbag in this game.
Still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Yeah, this guy, you could kill him now, but his quest line actually does give you something pretty good. However...
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
yeah, he's an absolute scumbag. Don't get me wrong, the first time I played this game, that silver-tongued son of a gun I thought was a great guy. I learned later the truth. You will learn it later too. However, I did also learn that his quest line can lead to some useful things. Don't be fooled. That quest line is also really frickin' hard. I'd say it's the third hardest quest line in the game. Oh yeah! The reason this boss can actually be easy. Remember Sunbro earlier? Yeah, if you talk to him and got the white soapstone, he will help you for this boss. And of course, the Praise the Sun emote. Now, his quest line can go one of two ways. I'm making sure I do the good quest line, not the bad one. Also, you can see it from here. You see those two statues up there? Just watch. Ooh, he hits a lot harder than I anticipated at first. However, there is a bonus with this boss if you're paying attention. Strike his tail if you can. Or don't. Yeah, I forgot I do so much damage now that I probably wouldn't be able to get it. But if you cut off his tail, you get a pretty nice weapon. Whoo! And Solaire's lightning bolts still hit like a truck. Ooh! I got the gargoyle helmet. Twin humanities. Yeah, bosses will often drop humanity, which is great. Also, you see that spot right there? You notice how it's empty right now. Watch this. Once I get to the top and come back down. I have still yet to figure out where this guy comes from. He just seems to appear out of nowhere. Like, you saw that, right? And the only way up here is through a horde of undead and everything. You also wonder, why aren't these two gargoyle statues attacking you? If you notice, they don't have heads. But, the first bell tower. Yep, that's the first bell tower. Now, the second one's in a little bit more of a remote location. We've got to make a pit stop before we ever go there. On my way down. And, oh, hello there.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Pop. Thou appearest to lack faith, yet magnanimous are the gods. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sins
Yeah, this guy is here when you need to resolve absolution, which means you've killed an NPC you didn't need to. He is also the only one who sells these purging stones, which are frickin' amazing for the next area we're going into, or will go into.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
What is wrong with you? Anyways, I'd like to also take a note. Notice where he said he's from. Kareem. You will see that name in Dark Souls 2. And it actually caught me off guard the first time I saw where that name was from. Ow. Yeah, that's a high drop. But yeah, I'm taking a little bypass. Instead of going back to the blacksmith, yada yada, I'm gonna go this way. God, the face models are still rough in this game, but that's not the point of right now. I need to get ready and roll. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, why'd you do that? Well, first off, for this. Land there. Re-equip my chest piece. See Big Birdie there? We are about to need him for a favor. First, roll here. Undead Asylum key. Yeah, you remember the place we escaped in the first episode? Yeah, I bet you do. Because we're going back. Why, you may ask? Well, we need a very, very specific item from there. But first, you remember this guy?
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You'll never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Yeah, this guy right here just gives you the middle finger the entire game. Oh, hey, Lautrec.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
Yeah, scumbag energy times 11. But that Firekeeper soul is what we came here to do real quick. And normally I'd end the video here by the bonfire, but there's another bonfire I'd like to rest at for this one. And I know what you're thinking. Well, what bonfire could you possibly be wanting to go to? Well, folks, I would do your quest line, but I don't remember how to do it. But for now, let's head back to that elevator. As you can see, it's down here now. Let's take it back up. Run forward, and step off here. And I like to do this just so I know I'm light enough weight to do this. Because if you miss, that most likely will kill you, that fall. Now, you could go down and get that item. We may do that once we're back here, but we're actually going to go up. And rest here for a minute amongst the eggs. Wonderful gameplay. But in all seriousness, you have to do this for a reason. But I just wish it didn't take so long. Ooh, there's the wind. Something gonna happen? Hey, bird friend. Yep, the same one who got us out of the asylum is now taking us back. Oof. Yeah, rough landing. But you also notice there's a lot more undead here, and they're a little bit smarter. This is why I came back here with a pretty good weapon. These guys right here with those torches can stun lock you and kill you pretty quickly. If you're not careful. However, I happen to remember that. And, oh, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to point out something. You notice how I mentioned the floor was caved in earlier? Do not run down the center to the door. That will kill you if you're not prepared. I will show you why in a minute. But first, kill him. Kill him. And make our way around the floor to here. Yep, folks. We're back here. I'm going to kindle this bonfire. Because I'm going to need at least all 10 Estus flasks. You know, it's funny. You never think we'd come back here, but it's kind of a... It's not really a requirement, but I recommend it higher than anything. Pop some souls. And then thank you all for coming. I'd like to thank you for watching another of my videos. And until next time, rest easy by the bonfire.